If you're an old man, dad guy, you can fart wherever and everyone will just go, ha ha. But no, if you're an old woman and you fart, everyone's like, oh no. The sphincter is loose too? What do you mean? Even if you don't like fuck ass or ass fuck or whatever? Wait, here's a question. If you, like, let's pretend you love to get your butt fucked, right? Listen, hey, I'm no judgment. No judgment. Your butt's totally fucked up, right? And then you turn like 60, 70, right? Is your butthole loose or can you tighten that up? Is it just like, can you do like ass kegels? What happens? I know for a fact we've got literal doctors in here and people studying to be doctors. I know who you are. Tell me what happens to your butthole when you get old. It's a muscle that's meant to stretch. True, but can you tighten it up? Can you lift with it? Is it like you do your biceps, your triceps, and then your sphincticeps? Technically, yes. Cause like that's my fear. Is like, what if I'm like 70 and I trust a fart, and it was a bad choice? Prospective philosopher says, as an ICU nurse, it's called loss of anal tone. Golly. So fuck it. So I had to get my CT scan because I went to my doctor and I was like, hey, my back and all this stuff, right? And she's like, how is it when you pee? And how's it when you use the bathroom? And I'm like, oh, fine. I had to pee. Like, sometimes it takes me a few extra, like, seconds to pee. And she's like, oh, my God, we have to check for tone. And I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, you have to. I was never going to tell you guys this because I was so upset. She's like, well, she's like, I'm going to need to check for anal tone. I can't believe I'm remembering this. And I was like, what do you have to do? She's like, well, I have to feel in your anus. And this is like the hottest French chick. And I'm like, no. And she goes, no, go ahead and under it. And I just said, no. I said, no, ma'am, we will not be doing that today. Is there any other course of action we can take? And that's when she was like, yeah, no, we can just get the CT scan. It'll tell me what I need to know. And I was like, okay, well then why are you so desperate for me you want to put your hand where I use the restroom? Extremely hot French Canadian woman who clearly works out every day. I love you. Marry me now. But no, I refused.
And you'd rather go get a fucking CT scan.
Yeah, I would rather get a CT scan than have extremely hot French lady stick her fingers in my asshole. I wasn't feeling it.
Paige, what if the doctor was like, ma'am, if you don't let me fist your asshole, you could die.
Well, wait a minute. Why would she need to fist my ass?
I said what I said.
No, there's no reason to fist my butt. And here's the thing. I was like, well, how many fingers are you going to put in there? And she's like, I don't know, 1, maybe 2. And I was like, all right, I'm out. Like, that was immediately.
Depends how loose your ass is.
I know. That's why I was freaked out. I was like, what? Oh my God, what would happen, Pat, if like I found out she had to use 2? I would cry. No. What do you mean 2 fingers is nothing? Are you insane? Well, I don't know how many fingers I could stick in my ass because I've never done such a thing. What do you do if your doctor's like, I have to check your anal tone, and she just like steps into your butt? She just opens up your ass like she's trying on a pair of jeans and just whoop. I think I would die.